welcome to Mirror Shift Podcast, the space where women come to rewrite the story they see in the mirror. I am your host, Reva Davis, boudoir photographer, confidence coach, and your new self-love advocate. Welcome back to the Mirror Shift Podcast. I'm your host, Reva Davis, and today we're talking about something that honestly makes my blood boil. The way people feel entitled to police women. Not just what we wear, but how we behave, what we post, how we age, how we express ourselves, or even how we exist. You've probably heard it before. She's too old to wear that. She's too old to behave like that. She shouldn't be posting that on social media. You're a mom now. You shouldn't dress like that. Why would she get tattoos at her age or any age? Because honestly, I've heard every age get ridiculed for tattoos. Every time I hear it, I have the same question. Who decided that? Because the level of confidence some people have when telling women how they should exist is honestly wild, in my opinion. Recently, I saw comments online about a woman on a red carpet. It was actually Susan Sarandon. I thought she looked stunning, confident, owning her moment. And the comments, she's too old to be wearing that. No one wants to see her saggy body. And I just sat there thinking, I'm sorry, what? Like, when did aging become a crime? I'm actually excited to get older, like gracefully older. I want to be a grandma. I can't wait. And somewhere along the way, society decided youth equals beauty, aging equals invisibility, confidence past a certain age equals trying too hard. And if a woman dares to show up confidently in her body after 40, 50, or 60, she's suddenly labeled too much, not bold, not confident, not powerful, just too old? I'm sorry, but no, I don't think so. I look at these women and I think to myself, I want to be her when I grow up. I want to have that confidence. I want to feel that good about myself. But let's be honest, this isn't just about clothing. Women are policed in every direction. Too old to wear that, too old to post that, too old to dance like that, too old to go out like that. Or the one that really gets me, you're a mom now. You shouldn't do that. Since when did becoming a mother mean you stop being a woman? You're still allowed to feel beautiful. You're still allowed to have fun. You're still allowed to express yourself. Motherhood doesn't erase your identity. And yet people love to act like once you have children, you're supposed to quietly fade into some modest beige version of yourself. No, thank you. This reminds me of a moment in my own life where someone decided they needed to police something about me. I remember I was about 26 years old at the time, and it stuck with me for a long time. At the time, I was single mom with 2 kids. I remember I was working 3 jobs just to keep everything afloat. My life was work, kids, sleep, and then do it all over again. I had just come home from a wedding where I had gotten a spray tan before because, when you go to a wedding, you get the spray tan done, you make appointments to get your makeup done professionally, your hair done professionally. Something I almost never did because I simply didn't have the time for things like that. And I can remember I got home, I had changed into comfortable clothes. There was like denim shorts and a black tank top, my everyday wear. I let my updo down. My curls were still beautiful from the wedding, so I decided to pin my bangs back with that little bump style that was popular back then. I think it was called a Snooki bump, but mine was not as high. It was outside my comfort zone, but for once I actually felt pretty. So I picked up my phone, I stood in front of the mirror and took a selfie. I posted it on Facebook and made it my new profile picture. People started liking it, commenting on it, saying that I looked beautiful, and it felt nice. Because how often do moms working nonstop actually get to feel that way? But then one comment popped up that stopped me in my tracks. You're a mom now. You shouldn't be posting pictures of yourself like this. Immediately, I felt embarrassed and ashamed. I deleted the photo because I thought, maybe they're right. I'm a mom now. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. He made me feel like I was doing something wrong. Someone else had seen the comment before I deleted it and messaged me privately, telling me what an idiot the guy was for saying that and reminding me there was absolutely nothing wrong with the picture. He encouraged me to repost it, and I did. But that moment, it just became a turning point for me. It was when I started learning to remove negative voices from my space and stop letting other people's opinions dictate how I show up in my own life. Looking back now, I can't believe I let that comment get to me so deeply. But the truth is, women deal with that kind of judgment all the time, and it's not okay. We can do better, and we should treat women better. Here's the truth most people don't want to admit. When someone polices a woman's choices, it's usually not about morality. It's about discomfort. Discomfort with women aging unapologetically, women expressing themselves confidently, women refusing to shrink, women living outside the expectations placed on them. Because when someone sees a woman doing something confidently that they feel they shouldn't do themselves, it triggers something. Instead of asking why they feel that way, they try to control the other person instead. Another thing I've heard people police women over is tattoos. I actually only have one myself, and most people don't even know that it's there because my clothes usually cover it. But when I hear people judging women for their visible tattoos, it still stings. I've heard comments about how a woman, especially a mom, shouldn't have tattoos or shouldn't show them. And honestly, that kind of thinking is wild to me. For one, it's her body, not yours. What she chooses to do with it affects her, not you. So why add to the negativity she may already be facing from people judging her? A tattoo doesn't change the kind of person she is. It doesn't erase her kindness, her strength, or the beautiful soul she has inside and out. And the truth is, when someone feels the need to tear a woman down over something like that, it says far more about them than it ever will about her. So let that sink in for a moment. When your life is over, do you really want your legacy to be that you were the person who made others feel smaller? Or the one who chose to lift people up instead? If it's my body, my life, my expression, your opinion is optional. I personally think women who live confidently at any age are incredible. And if I look half as amazing at 50 or 60 as some of the women I see owning their confidence, watch out because I'll be wearing whatever I want. Here's a belief I live by. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has one, and most of them stink. So unless someone is paying your bills, dressing your body, or living your life, their opinion is worthless. Full stop. The mirror shift here is this. Stop asking yourself, am I too old for this? Should I be doing this? What will people think? And start asking one simple question. Do I feel good about this? Because confidence doesn't come from age. It comes from self-ownership. And the world doesn't need women who quietly shrink to make others comfortable. It needs women who show up fully at every age and every stage of life. So let this be your reminder. Wear the dress, post the picture, get the tattoo, dance the dance, and take up space. And if someone has something negative to say, smile. Keep walking. Because you don't need permission to live confidently in your own life. Thank you for listening to the Mirror Shift podcast. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a woman who needs the reminder that she is allowed to exist exactly as she is. Until next time, wear what you want. Be who you are. And never shrink to make someone else comfortable.